So here's a first look at it's a 1970 fastback Mustang. I think it's a Mach 1. It's got a 351 Cleveland in it, and I think an FMX. It's a 9-inch under there. Can't really see it, and it's yeah, been burnt. I mean, look at the wing. It was an option. The boot lid's extremely buckled. The roof is not bad in comparison. But check it out. I reckon these bumpers might polish up. They're straight. And I just thought I'd do a video before I start doing anything. Even today, Dad was going to clean out inside, and I was like, no, leave it, because I want to do a video. Because look at it. Huh? That's as is. It's not going to look like this for long. Look at the heat that's gone in that dash. It's like drooped. The weight of everything's, the heat's pulled down. So what's one thing I'm worried about with it is how bent it is. You know, if the dash is like that, how's the floor pan and everything? Is it bent? Well, so it's not a rusty car, like, as in holes of rust. Like, it's got a few patches in the back here on the inside of the you know, the boot drops, trunk drops, whatever. First job I'm going to do is jack it up, take these magnums off the back. They're American Racing wheels, and put some, I've got some 255s, I'll just chuck them on there, that'll do. And yeah, this fiberglass, yeah, I was watching it in the mirror, I was just like, that's how it got home, like that. It was just like disintegrating on the highway. And the bonnet was tech screwed down, but it wouldn't like delatch. Like, I pulled the latch off to get the bonnet up, so I don't think anyone has popped the bonnet. And that's the state of it. Hey, it's got the cool Power by Ford rocker covers, which is I mean, this is the first year for a Cleveland, isn't it? I think 70. Well, it was in Australia anyway. So yeah, I think so. Yeah, so look at it. And I haven't got any other parts or anything. That's just it. Some stuff's been pulled off or completely melted off. Maybe. I mean, look up here. Check out the lead. The lead's gone. Look at it. So, look at that bit of MIG wire. That would have been buried in there from factory. Look, I haven't even looked at this properly myself yet. It was a mad rush to get it home. I parked it and I didn't even look at it. I've had the kids. I couldn't even reverse it into my driveway because it was so busy. Just pulled it straight in here and jumped in my other car and hit the road, grabbed the kids. It was a chore getting it on the trailer. Check it out, like, the tank hasn't popped. It's so close to popping, but like that, the rubber there's all shot. It still smells like petrol. Like not, well, it's still got petrol in it. It must do. It doesn't even smell off. So I don't know when it burnt. And this, like, it's wavy, but not terrible. I mean, terrible, but not. I sat on the roof up there, and there's a ding here that was already there, and I pushed my hand on it, and it moved the steel, and it's like, feels like it's annealed, like it's soft, like it's not flexible. Yeah? So it's not I'm never going to paint it and pretend it was always a concourse car. But before it burnt, it would have been a pretty damn good car. It's not a rust bucket. I mean, there's nothing to hide now. These big trim things are factory, which I think have got to go. I like this model because it hasn't got the scoop here, because I think it's a bit much with the scoop there. But I don't like the grill in these. I mean, I might start accepting it, but I like the tail lights, so I can, like, these are flush. I think all the Mustangs have good looking tail lights, even the new ones. They're all pretty similar, aren't they? Yeah, all the lead's gone, eh? Look at that. So how much heat, how bad was the fire? I reckon it was a carb fire, and then it's gone into the interior, and the interior's gone up, and it was travelling back, and then it either burned itself out or they got to it before the tank exploded. You know? That's what I think anyway, but look how well it's burnt, like the whole thing. All the bushes are shot, the front springs aren't springy anymore. We jammed bricks in there to hold it up. The steering doesn't move because of that ram assist steering. The ram's jammed. Oh, you know what that is? That's the drill holes and pull a dent out with a slide hammer. I can fix that, that's right. It's nothing. But yeah, she's a bit ripply. Got a couple ripples in her. Look at that quarter panel. Hey? Look at that for a set of hips. If you can call a car hips. They call this the belt line. It's the middle. And I'm just wrapped as a fastback. All Mustangs that are fastbacks are killer. I mean, come on, they're all wicked. So, I don't know what's going to be. What I'm going to do is just, I've got to rip everything out of the front end, and because it's so bad, I've got an XD wagon parts car, and that's got awesome front everything. Like the springs have been done, the sway bar and everything. I'm not sure how much fits, but I think what I'll do is right hand drive it and use my XD as a parts car, do what I've got to do all the modifications for the right steering geometry. But first I'm just going to tear it all down. The motor and box will come straight out, the front end drop out of it, so I've got to set it up next to the XD to do that, and there's a Fairlane there, so I'm going to sell that Fairlane. I'm going to put it up for sale tomorrow. And this will probably just get a FMX and a 302 Windsor for now, because I've got one ready to go. It just simplifies it. I would say this 5.1's probably okay. It looks standard, it's still got exhaust manifolds on it and everything. Look at the battery. You know, and I've grown up working on Fords, never one of these. It is a bit different in here than a Falcon. It's kind of longer and yeah. Oh, that's it anyway. See, look, all the rubbers are gone. Yeah? Burnt. Proper burnt. So anyway, that's a intro. I made it pretty long because this car will never look like this again. I mean, unless it burns again. So get it all done and then she goes up again. But can't have them twice, can it? But yeah, I've got to do a strip down, a bit of a measure up, see if it's, you know, how ridiculously bent it is. But even if it is, it's still going to be fun. I'll just do videos on it, get it running, and it's got a 9-inch in it. I mean, any car with a 9-inch in it's good. That's the way I see it. It's a Ford, it's a fastback. It's a little bit toasted, that's all.